We now call on Dr. Melissa Sena of the Department of Health.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning, Your Honors. The province of Davao Oriental has a bed-to-population ratio of 1:4,873, which falls beyond the ideal ratio of 1:1,000. At present, there are two licensed hospitals in the province. One is a privately owned Level 1 hospital with a 30-bed capacity, and the Davao Oriental Provincial Medical Center, which is managed by the province. This DOPMC is a Level 2 hospital with an authorized bed capacity of 100. So please note that the province only has 130 hospital beds. Based on the annual health facility statistical report, the average bed occupancy rate of DOPMC is 236%, which is way above the ideal of 80 to 85%. There are also increasing numbers of emergency department visits and OPD visits. It is also noted that the Davao Oriental currently does not have a DOH hospital. In view of the foregoing, the DOH supports the nationalization of the Davao Oriental Provincial Medical Center and recommends that the following conditions and principles guide its nationalization. The nationalization must ensure that the Davao Oriental province-wide health system retains a full range of facilities under the province-wide health system in accordance with the service delivery design of the healthcare provider network. Hence, the DOH recommends upgrading the remaining LGU-owned infirmaries into hospitals to complete the service delivery design of the province. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Dr. Sena. Honorable Dimagila.
Mr. Chair, I move for the approval of House Bill number 395.
Second.
There's a duly seconded motion to approve House Bill number 395. Hearing no objection, the same is approved. House Bill number 395 is now approved. Congratulations. We now move to House Bill number 774, an act establishing in Barangay Tandang Sora, Quezon City, a general hospital to be known as the Tandang Sora District Hospital and appropriating funds therefore by Honorable Maria Victoria Copilar.
Good morning and thank you, Mr. Chair. Esteemed colleagues, friends, and fellow advocates for public health, House Bill number 774 is not just a piece of legislation, but a vital lifeline for the residents of Quezon City as it seeks to establish Tandang Sora District Hospital in Barangay Tandang Sora, Quezon City, and appropriating the necessary funds for its creation. Our 1987 Constitution is clear that we are required to protect and promote the right to health of the people and instill health consciousness among them. The Bandanas-Garcia ruling and Executive Order 138 further affirm the capability of our local governments in delivering important services, especially in health. This bill is a direct response to this call. However, the COVID-19 pandemic stripped away any illusion that we had about the state of our healthcare system. It was a severe wake-up call that exposed the incapacity of numerous hospitals across the country to accommodate a surge of patients. During the onslaught of the Delta variant in 2021, nearly fifth of our hospitals were close to full capacity. Dito mismo sa Lungsod, Quezon, nasaksihan natin ang krisis na ito ng personal. Napilitan tayong mag-imbento at ginawa ang pansamantalang isolation and quarantine facilities ang mga hotel at eskwelahan. Hindi ito katanggap-tanggap na pambantayan para sa isang lungsod na katulad natin. Hindi tayo maaaring maghintay pa na susunod na pandemya o krisis sa kalusugan upang makita na naman natin ang lubusang napuno ang ating mga ospital. House Bill 774 addresses these shortcomings directly and decisively. It established the Tandang Sora District Hospital, a new general hospital that will accept more patients and promote healthy living in one of the city's most populous area. The hospital will be placed under the direct control and supervision of Quezon City local government. This reflects the spirit of Mandanes-Garcia ruling, recognizing the city's capacity to manage and deliver this essential service. It clearly outlines the shared financial responsibility. The Quezon City local government will provide the funds for the land acquisition, establishments and maintenance and operating expenses, while the Department of Health will step in to provide the essential medical, diagnostic, and laboratory equipment and support for capital outlay requirements. This is a true partnership for health. House Bill 774 is not merely a proposal to construct a building. It is an investment in the lives, livelihood, and opportunities of our constituents that were compromised during the pandemic. It is a tangible step towards building a resilient, responsive, and robust public health system. Mr. Chair, I would just like to manifest that this House Bill number 774 was approved during the 19th Congress in the committee hearing. However, it did not pass through the APRO, and that's why now I'm still refiling it. I urge this distinguished body to recognize the urgent need for this critical infrastructure. I earnestly seek the swift approval of House Bill number 774. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Copilar. Dr. Melissa Sena of the Department of Health.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Quezon City, which is a highly urbanized area of 6 districts, has a bed-to-population ratio of 3:1,000. This surpasses the WHO recommendation of 1:1,000 and the Philippine Health Facility Development Plan target of 2.7 beds per 1,000 population. This is based on need. The city hosts 40 licensed hospitals across private, military, local government, DOH, and GOCC sectors. Despite this, there is a projected shortfall in the number of beds for Level 1 and Level 2 hospitals, which directly serves the population of Quezon City, because the hospitals located in Quezon City are apex or and referral hospitals, hence serves the whole country. In view of the foregoing, the DOH expresses its full support for the establishment of the hospital under the supervision and control of the city. However, we recommend clarifying the hospital's official name in the bill to ensure consistency between the explanatory notes and Section 1. Section 1 mentions Tandangsora District Hospital, while the explanatory note and the title mentions Tandangsora Hospital and Medical Center. We also recommend that the city explores the passage of an ordinance or sanggunian resolution instead of a Republic Act to expedite the establishment of the hospital. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Dr. Sena. Honorable Copilar.
Yes, Mr. Chair. The name is Tandangsora Hospital and Medical Center to respond to the query of our resource person. Second, you want to clarify about, what's the second suggestion?
Yung name lang po because Section 1 of the bill mentions the Tandangsora District Hospital po.
It is definite. It's Tandangsora Hospital and Medical Center.
Okay, so there will be no district hospital in the name?
No.
Okay.
No,
Thank
Your
you,
Honor.
Honorable Copilar.
Mr. Chair,
Honorable Dalog.
I move for the approval of House Bill number 774 subject to amendments and style. So move, Mr. Chair.
There's a duly seconded motion that House Bill number 774 be approved. Hearing no objection, House Bill number 774 is now approved. Congratulations. Moving on, we now proceed with House Bill number 906, an act establishing a 25-bed capacity hospital in the city of Digos, province of Davao del Sur, to be known as the Digos City District Hospital, and appropriating funds therefore by Honorable John Tracy Cagas. Honorable Cagas is now recognized.
Mr. Chair, good morning, and to my colleagues. In behalf of Representative John Tracy Cagas, I'd like to sponsor also this bill, House Bill number 906, entitled An Act Establishing a 25-bed capacity hospital in the city of Digos, province of Davao del Sur, to be known as the Digos City District Hospital, and appropriating funds therefore. by Representative John Tracy Cragas, and may his explanatory note would serve as the sponsorship speech of this bill. And I'm Dr. Edwin Cruzado. On behalf of him, I would like to sponsor this bill. And Digos Hospital, Digos is a city of 287 square kilometers, 26 barangays, and the Digos City is the biggest contributor to the total population. This move to establish a district hospital in Digos would focus on kidney-related diseases, and they have already allotted 5 hectares for the establishment of this district hospital. However, there is also an existing provincial hospital in Digos City, but since the population is growing and the city, the district would like to establish a district hospital in the same place. And this bill has been filed in the 19th Congress, but was left pending with the committee. In view of this foregoing passage, our Representative John Tracy Cragas would like to push through with this bill that he has filed last 19th Congress. So good morning to everyone, and I hope this would favorably be supported by this committee. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Cruzado. Dr. Melissa?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The province of Davao del Sur, where Digos City belongs, has a bed-to-population ratio of 1:712. It has 34 licensed hospitals, but only 2 are government-owned. Please note also that the DOH hospital in Davao City, the Southern Philippines Medical Center, has ABC authorized bed capacity of 1,500 and is Apex or and referral hospitals, which provides 17 of the 17 priority specialties. Also serves Digos City, which is 1.5 hours away. The province has a complete range of health facilities as espoused in the service delivery design of the healthcare provider network. In view of the foregoing, we interpose no objection to the establishment of Digos District Hospital, provided that it shall be under the direct supervision and control of the province. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Dr. Sena.
Mr. Chair,
Honorable Rehencia?
I move that House Bill number 906 will be approved.
Second.
There's a duly seconded motion that House Bill number 906 be approved. Hearing an objection, the same is approved. Next is House Bill number 4979, an act renaming the Conner District Hospital to Apayao General Hospital and Medical Center by Honorable Representative Eleanor C. Bulot Begtang. Honorable Begtang is now recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning, Honorable Chairman, honorable members, and guests of this committee. With your permission, Honorable Chairman, please allow me to read the explanatory note of House Bill 4979, an act renaming the Conner District Hospital to Apayao General Hospital and Medical Center as my sponsorship speech. This legislative measure seeks to rename the Conner District Hospital to Apayao General Hospital and Medical Center in my legislative district, the province of Apayao. Conner District Hospital was established in 1994 through the passage of Republic Act number 7850, otherwise known as an act providing for the establishment of a district hospital in the municipality of Conner, province of Kalinga, Apayao, and appropriating funds thereof by the late Elias K. Bulot Sr. The hospital is named after Conner, one of the 7 municipalities in the legislative district of Apayao, and is where CDH is located. The change of Conner to Apayao will correct the misnomer and emphasize its identity as one of the cornerstones of medical provision in the province of Apayao, serving the entire province and its neighboring provinces in the Cordillera and Cagayan Valley. CDH is originally an 8-bed primary hospital, initially managed by the provincial government of Apayao, but is now presently an accredited Level 2 national hospital managed by the Department of Health since year 2000, with an authorized capacity of 100 beds, offering varied clinical coverage, comprehensive emergency and outpatient services, and multidisciplinary specialized medical, surgical, diagnostic, and treatment services with an expanded catchment coverage. At present, it is now even offering Level 3 essential services like an ambulatory surgical clinic, dialysis center, and a tertiary clinical laboratory with histopathology. It also now serves as a training ground for student internship programs in nursing and medical technology, strengthening its role in developing healthcare professionals. Considering these expanded services of CDH and health workforce expansion, the hospital has already met some requirements to become a full medical center as well. Thus, the renaming of CDH is but just appropriate to reflect its present standing and functions as a general hospital and medical center of the province of Apayao. Furthermore, this legislative measure is in support to the vision for the said national hospital to become a Level 3 hospital with a trauma center by year 2034, and one that is in line with the Department of Health's regional health service delivery objectives. In view of the foregoing, adding the favorable endorsements of the health and local sector, most especially the province of Apayao, may this humble representation respectfully request the committee for the immediate passage of this bill. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Begtang. We now call Ms. Jennifer Kengay, the Supervising Administrative Officer of the hospital.
Good morning, everyone. We strongly support for the renaming of Conner District Hospital into Apayao General Hospital and Medical Center to really reflect our expanded services and for our true identity as Apayao. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Kengay. Dr. Melissa Sena of the DOH.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The DOH supports House Bill number 4979, which seeks to rename Conner District Hospital into the Apayao General Hospital and Medical Center. This recognizes the importance of aligning the hospital's name with its expanded role and function in delivering quality healthcare services to the people of the province of Apayao and its neighboring provinces. However, the DOH recommends the inclusion of a provision in the proposed bill stating that all references to the Conner District Hospital in existing laws, rules, and regulations, particularly those concerning increases in bed capacity, budgetary allocations, and other rights and privileges, shall continue to apply to the Apayao General Hospital and Medical Center upon the effectivity of the Act. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Any comment from Honorable Begtang?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I submit to the suggestions of Director Sena. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Begtang. Honorable Rehencia.
Mr. Chair, I move that House Bill number 4979 and House Bill number 4980 be approved.
Let's approve first the Bill number 4979.
Motion, Your Honor, of House Bill number 4980, only 4979.
Second.
Second, Mr. Chair.
There's a duly seconded motion that House Bill number 4979, an act renaming the Conner District Hospital to Apayao General Hospital and Medical Center. Okay, hearing no objection, the same is approved. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair.
We now proceed to House Bill number 4980, an act renaming the Far North Luzon General Hospital and Training Center in the Municipality of Luna, Province of Apayao, to Elias K. Bulut Sr. General Hospital and Medical Center by Honorable Maximo Y. Dalug Jr. and Honorable Eleanor C. Bulut Begtang. Honorable Dalug is now recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. House Bill number 4980 seeks to rename the Far North Luzon General Hospital and Training Center in Quirino, Luna, Apayao into the Elias K. Bulut Sr. General Hospital and Medical Center, amending for the purpose Republic Act number 8536, otherwise known as an act establishing the Far North General Hospital in Quirino, Municipality of Luna, Province of Apayao, and appropriating funds therefore. Honorable Elias K. Bulut Sr. is revered and declared as Apayao's provincial hero, being a key figure in the community, the founder and father of the province of Apayao. Then Representative Elias K. Bulut Sr. was behind the passage of various bills into laws, most notably of which are RA 7878, separating the provinces of Kalinga and Apayao into two separate and distinct provinces of Kalinga and Apayao, and Republic Act 8536, establishing the Far North Luzon General Hospital and Training Center. Fondly called Sir EKB, he served the people of Apayao by introducing the transformational developments in the province, particularly in the health sector. The establishment alone of Far North Luzon General Hospital and Training Center and the continued support extended by Sir EKB to the operation of the hospital during his tenure as representative of the Lone District of Apayao, the governor of the province of Apayao, and the mayor of the municipality of Calanasan, Apayao, helped shape Far North Luzon General Hospital and Training Center as one of today's leading healthcare services providers in the region and the Far North. To honor Sir EKB's invaluable contributions to the community, particularly in the health sector, to keep his legacy alive and inspire the future generations, and with the favorable endorsements of the health and local government sector, we deem it appropriate to rename the Far North Luzon General Hospital and Training Center into the Elias K. Bulut Memorial Hospital and Medical Center. And for the information of the Honorable Committee, this bill was also, it's a refiled bill from the 19th Congress. It actually reached the Senate, but it remained, there was no deliberation in, there was a deliberation in the Senate Committee on Health, but it was not passed. So we hope for the passage of House Bill number 4980. So move, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Dalog. May we now call on Dr. Nelson Rigor, the Medical Center Chief of the said hospital.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mr. Chair. I strongly support the renaming of Far North Luzon General Hospital and Medical Center to Elias K. Bulut Sr. General Hospital and Medical Center. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Dr. Rigor. Dr. Director Sena.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The DOH supports House Bill 4980, remaining the Far North Luzon General Hospital and Training Center to Elias K. Bulut Sr. Memorial Hospital and Medical Center. This recognizes the importance of aligning the hospital's name with its expanded role and function in delivering quality healthcare services to the people of province of Apayao and its neighboring provinces, particularly the southern portion of Cagayan Valley. Likewise, as in House Bill 4979, we recommend the inclusion of a provision in the proposed bill stating that all references to the Far North Luzon General Hospital and Training Center in existing laws, rules, and regulations, particularly those concerning increases in bed capacity, budgetary allocations, and other rights and privileges, shall continue to apply to the Elias K. Bulut Sr. Memorial Hospital and Medical Center upon the effectivity of the Act. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Director Sena. Honorable Dialog.
We submit with the proposal of the DOH, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Dialog. Any member?
Mr. Chair,
Honorable Rehencia.
I move that House Bill number 4980, authored by Honorable Congressman Maximo Dalog Jr. and Honorable Eleanor C. Bulot Bigtang, will be approved. So move, Mr. Chair.
There's a duly seconded motion that House Bill number 4980 be approved. Any objection? Hearing none. House Bill number 4980 is now approved. Congratulations. There any motion? A favorite motion?
Move to adjourn, Mr. Chair.
There's a duly seconded motion to adjourn. Hearing no objection, this meeting is now adjourned. Thank you very much, dear colleagues and esteemed guests this morning. Maraming salamat at magandang umaga po.